Today we updated our Figma plugin for the 85th time, so that's 85 updates since we launched it in July 2023. Sorry, 2024. We started building in July 2023. So just wanted to mark that as quite a good milestone. Many of these updates, you can actually see this on the version history of the plugin page on the Figma website. Many of them are just smaller updates. There's a lot of like nitty gritty small things that we have been optimizing for the plugin. So just things like optimizing how an image renders, fixing an integration that broke, updating how we manage API keys. So things like that alongside bigger updates around fonts, integrations, and UI and UX improvements. And so we are about to launch some larger features pretty soon, which I want to share with you as well. But just to show you one of the nice updates we've made recently that it's kind of small, but it's also really useful if you use multiple email platforms. So especially useful if you're an agency or a freelancer, or you simply use multiple tools inside of your own business. And so the way that this works is when you go to export your email, you will choose your integration, and I'm going to choose Klaviyo in this case because I have multiple Klaviyo customers. And I've connected the API here, but if I click on Change API Key, I now have the option to add a new API key. I can give it a name, and I can choose an API key from a previous customer. So I can have as many of these API keys as I want. I know many of you may work with 10, 15, 20 different Klaviyo customers at once, and so this makes it just a much easier way to integrate Klaviyo and Figma into your workflow. So that's a really nice feature that I'm proud of, and I know for myself, working with multiple clients, actually a really useful one as well. I also want to touch on a couple of the new features that will be launching in the next month or so. So first up, we have the ability to save custom components into the plugin. So when you go through the plugin and you have header, single column, two column, footers, image content, you'll be able to select that and then save your customized components into that section of the plugin. And then when you're building your email, you don't need to use Figma assets or to pull from a design library. You'll have it all within the plugin, which again, a big improvement to the workflow and is basically going to make it faster for you to spin up new email designs. Then next up, we are also working on an error detection and handling feature. So this is going to use AI to identify any issues, and an issue could be someone has inserted a foreign object where it shouldn't go, or they have changed the height of an object and it's going to not look good on mobile. We're going to detect those issues, recommend a solution, and then also offer a button where with one click you'll be able to fix those issues. So hoping this will reduce support issues and any frustrations that people may have had with issues in the past. We will also be launching a copy code solution. So we currently have an option for this. It's basically a button that you can click to copy the code, but the way that Figma works, that button doesn't work 100% of the time, which is a bit of a shame. And so our solution to that is actually just to have this box where we have the email code available. You can click on that and it will just copy basically allow you to select all of the code and then copy it into your ESP. And it's a feature that I use now with the button, but again, like I said, because of the way that Figma works, it's not working all the time. So I think this will be useful for many of our customers. And then last up, talked about this one before, but still working on this generative AI feature. I think that the way this will work is it'll be based on the components, the custom components that you save into the plugin. So just going back to this feature here where you can save your headers, your hero sections, your multi-columned layouts. It'll basically use these custom components that you've saved, and then you'll upload a brief for your campaign into the plugin, and we will generate the first version of the email from that brief. So it's going to take your headlines, your copy, your images, your links, and put that all into a template for you. It will choose the components based on the type of content that you have inside of the brief. And the idea isn't to necessarily generate a 100% this is good to go email. The idea is to generate the first draft of your email that is 70 to 80% of the way there. You would then come in with your team, maybe tweak the copy, edit the images, edit the layout, make some minor edits, and then export to your email platform. So this is obviously still doing some testing and trying to get this to work, but very happy with kind of the vision for this feature, and I'm confident that it's going to be really useful for our customers when we release it. So that's what we're building, or that's what we've released, and that's what we're building. If you have any other feature requests or ideas for us, please do feel free to reach out to me. Always happy to listen to customers or prospects. Thanks.